In the heart of the night forest, where the moon's pale light barely penetrated the thick canopy, a group of friends dared to venture. They were warned by locals about the eerie tales that echoed through the trees, whispers of lost souls and restless spirits that roamed the shadows. As they pressed deeper into the silence, the air grew colder, and strange sounds rustled in the underbrush. One by one, their flashlights flickered and died, leaving them in oppressive darkness. Panic set in as they realized they were lost, disoriented by the shifting trees that seemed to rearrange themselves when they weren't looking. Whispers became audible, voices pleading for help or promising doom. Branches reached out like gnarled fingers, and unseen eyes glinted in the shadows. Fear turned their steps frantic, but each path they took only led them deeper into the labyrinthine forest. Then, a figure emerged from the mist, a spectral presence that seemed both ethereal and terrifyingly real. It beckoned them closer with a bony finger, its face a mask of sorrow and malice. Frozen with fear, they watched as it pointed toward a forgotten trail obscured by vines and thorns. Desperate for escape, they stumbled forward, guided by an unseen force that seemed to pull them inexorably onward. With every step, the forest seemed to grow denser, suffocating them in its darkness. Their screams echoed through the night as they realized they had become part of the forest's endless tale, a warning to those who dared to disturb its ancient slumber. And as dawn broke, the forest fell silent once more, swallowing their cries and leaving no trace of their ill-fated journey except for the whispers that lingered in the wind, a haunting reminder of the night forest's timeless secrets. Deep in the heart of the night forest, where ancient trees stood sentinel and whispered secrets danced on the breeze, there existed a place untouched by time. Its boundaries were marked not by earthly maps but by the shifting shadows that played tricks on the mind of any who dared to enter. Legend spoke of a forgotten kingdom that once thrived amidst these woods, a realm ruled by a benevolent queen whose wisdom was said to rival that of the stars themselves. Her people flourished under the canopy's embrace, their lives intertwined with the natural rhythms of the forest. But as with all tales of old, darkness lurked beneath the beauty. One fateful night, when the moon hung low and the stars hid behind a veil of clouds, a shadow crept into the queen's court. It whispered promises of power and whispered doubts into the hearts of her closest advisors. Slowly, like poison spreading through the roots of an ancient tree, dissent took hold. Unbeknownst to the queen, a coup brewed in the darkness, a betrayal orchestrated by those she had trusted most. They plotted under the cover of night, their faces obscured by masks crafted from moonlight and shadows. Plans were laid, alliances forged with creatures of the forest who hungered for chaos. On the eve of the summer solstice, when the forest hummed with the promise of magic and renewal, the coup erupted like a storm unleashed. The queen, sensing the betrayal too late, stood defiant amidst the swirling shadows. Her loyal subjects rallied to her side, their hearts heavy with sorrow and resolve. But the forest itself seemed to conspire against them, twisting paths and obscuring allies from sight. Trees whispered false directions, and the once clear streams turned murky with deceit. Desperate, the queen and her loyalists fought valiantly, their swords flashing silver in the moon's wan light. Yet, even the noblest of battles cannot withstand the weight of treachery. As dawn broke, the queen stood alone amidst the wreckage of her dreams. Her kingdom lay in ruins, the forest itself mourning the loss of harmony that once defined its heart. With a heavy heart, the queen retreated into the depths of the night forest, where legends say she remains to this day a spectral guardian watching over the ruins of her realm. Visitors to the forest speak of whispers on the wind, of a mournful song that echoes through the trees, a reminder of the night the forest wept for its lost queen, and the kingdom that vanished into shadow. Deep in the heart of the night forest, where the ancient trees stood tall and the moon's silver light barely pierced the dense canopy, there lived a village forgotten by time. Surrounded by whispering leaves and echoing with the calls of nocturnal creatures, the villagers lived in harmony with the rhythms of the forest. Among them was a young girl named Elara, known for her wild spirit and keen senses. From a young age, she had felt a connection to the night forest, hearing its secrets in the rustle of leaves and seeing its stories unfold in the flickering shadows. Her grandmother, a wise woman who spoke in riddles and tales, often told her of the forest's ancient guardian spirits that watched over the land and kept its balance. One moonlit night, when the village slept under a blanket of stars, Elara wandered deeper into the forest than ever before. A melody carried on the wind beckoned her forth, its haunting beauty drawing her like a moth to flame. She followed the sound through tangled underbrush and across babbling brooks, until she stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight. There, beneath a towering oak tree draped in silver leaves, stood a figure unlike any she had seen before. Tall and ethereal, with eyes that gleamed like stars, it seemed to shimmer with the essence of the forest itself. It spoke to her in a voice that resonated with ancient wisdom, revealing secrets of the forest's past and its intertwined destiny with humankind. Elara learned of an ancient prophecy, foretelling a time when the forest's balance would be threatened by darkness from beyond its borders. She was chosen, the figure told her, to embark on a quest to restore harmony and awaken the forest's dormant magic. Though fearful, Elara felt a stirring in her heart, a calling she could not ignore. With the blessings of her village and the guidance of the forest spirits, Elara set forth on her journey. Through shadowed valleys and mist-shrouded peaks, she encountered challenges that tested her courage and resolve. Along the way, she forged alliances with creatures both ancient and mystical: a wise old owl who navigated the skies, a mischievous fox who knew the secret paths, and a gentle spirit of the rivers who whispered of forgotten truths. As Elara ventured deeper into the unknown, she uncovered the source of the darkness, a malevolent force that sought to harness the forest's power for its own gain. Armed with newfound knowledge and the bonds she had forged, Elara confronted the darkness in a battle that shook the very foundations of the night forest. In the climax of their struggle, amidst the thundering of ancient trees and the swirling mists of magic, Elara tapped into the latent power of the forest, a surge of energy that flowed through her like a river unleashed. With courage and compassion, she banished the darkness back into the shadows from whence it came, restoring balance and harmony to the land. As dawn broke over the night forest, bathing the clearing in golden light, Elara stood triumphant. The forest spirits gathered around her, their voices rising in a song of gratitude and renewal. She had fulfilled the prophecy, but her journey was far from over. With a heart filled with newfound purpose, Elara vowed to protect the night forest and its secrets for generations to come, a guardian of its magic and a keeper of its stories.